charity. Love, Hope, Strength is big time into this. We have their 990 form, and they came in with Mike Peters and friends with George Devaney, or at least George Devaney probably likes to think so. And all of a sudden, George Devaney just starts going on these trips. In 2007 was Everest Rocks, trip Mount Everest. That was May 2007. And they had this big announcement saying that same year that they were starting up Musicfest big time. And Mike Peters played there as he did every other Musicfest they've had. In 2008, we went to Machu Picchu, or one of those, however you say it. George Devaney, Kelly Coyle, who worked quite a bit at this year's Musicfest, Armando Sanchez, who was, I don't know if he was that then, but he is a golf director now. Ryan Garner, who might have been a county employee in '08, but now he's working for PMK and doing quite well from the solar panels the county's putting in.
It's Birdsall now.
Birdsall, PMK, yeah, they merged. Sharon Roundtree, who was a county employee doing, well, something. I mean, I might stick her name up there. Plus Jim Kennedy, who is the mayor of Rahway. Not a county employee, but he knows some county people.
He actually didn't go.
Oh, he actually didn't go. But he was listed on their website, and I have a little blurb on him. So these people were listed as trekkers in 2008. Now, whether they paid, hard to tell. I mean, Kelly Coyle, someone making, well, whatever she's making, or Ryan Garner, regular county employees, working staffs, can they go to Machu Picchu, pay for a 2-week trip and all that? I don't know. But on the 990 form for Love, Hope, Strength, they list program services revenue. Love, Hope, Strength basically just does this. They get a lot of money in, $600,000, which again, we don't know how much the county put in for that $600,000 that they reported in getting in the year ended June 30th, '09. But somebody pays them that money. Maybe it's from the walkathon. But they're offset by revenue of these trekkers who go on. Now, for the year ended June 30th, '08, the trekkers paid $151,000. For June 30th, '09, they paid $31,000. So, you know, this is made up of pretty much rock stars, cancer survivors, people there, and maybe the Union County contingent. Who's paying for that? You know, we can't tell. But there was a huge dip from the '08 form when it looked reasonable, $150,000. It would probably be $10,000, $15,000 per person, maybe more, to only $31,000. From these. So they got some suckers to pony up, but I don't think the rock stars are paying, because that's the idea. They want to bring awareness to cancer, as if there are people who aren't aware of cancer as of yet. By taking this trip, going up a mountain, and playing some songs there. I don't know if George Devaney plays, but I guess they need a mini audience too. So all these people from the county are hooked up with the Musicfest, Love, Hope, Strength. And then, well, going on, '09, George Devaney did not go. His wife, Angie Devaney, did go. This was to Mount Kilimanjaro, with Ryan Garner and a New Jersey person named Kay Lucasi, who might be a lobbyist, but not a county employee. That was the New Jersey contingent then. This time around, 2010, it was Mount Fuji. George Devaney went again. Ryan Garner again went with him, and he who now is a Birdsall employee pushing these projects on the county, solar panels specifically. And Birdsall, PMK, heavy contributors to Democratic causes. And the last guy was a Michael J. Brennan, who works something with the golf, but how he can afford Mount Fuji, well, maybe he scrimped and saved, but that's the deal with Love, Hope, Strength. They are try to advertise the, work for cancer by sending rock stars and Union County employees on these trips. And then a lot of these rock stars play at the Musicfest. Now whether they cut their fee or whatever, I don't think Willie Nile went, but so that's the connection. And you can't really find it because the 990 form isn't that clear. But Love, Hope, Strength pretty much does this exclusively. They run a few other concerts, but this is their main focus. And they're just there because George Devaney likes to take these kind of trips. Without them, he wouldn't be taking these, he and his wife wouldn't be taking these trips. So do with that information what you will. Now getting into detail on the numbers, and we're figuring this is a June 30th, 09 form. So the 08 trip, which went on in September, October, would be included in this, and that was to Machu Picchu, Peru Rocks. Now,
did we tell them what it was? That's Love, Hope, Strength?
Yeah, the Love, Hope, Strength, 990.
Okay.
Now, for that year, they got contributions of $616,000. How much that came from Ray Lesniak's pig roast, we can't tell. How much it came from Union County, don't know. The Trekkers paid $31,000 to go there, down from $151,000 just a year before. Now, so that's the income. That's what they got during that year. They have an employee, this Shannon Foley, got $88,000. And they spent about, now keep in mind, this is 65 people going to Peru. And we're figuring that is $400,000, and that's what they're listing as total fundraising expenses, $442,000. Now, what they're spending on cancer care, they listed as $195,000. But they don't really list what they actually do.
And the interesting part of that is on the second page of this, on the part 3, on 4A, you're supposed to outline your largest program services by expenses. So you would know, the $195 that you're spending for cancer care, then whatever's in the middle and thing. But they clump the $485,754 for, they don't break out 3. It's innovative concerts, climbs and bone marrow drives to raise funds for cancer centers, cancer education and cancer awareness. So they're never telling you exactly who they gave money to, whether it's in India, Peru. You could say that you did something in Peru and it could cost you $700. And in the United States it could cost $50,000. So that's the difference there. It kind of gets hidden there. And then in the back of that they break down their expenses again, where it comes up to the $485,754, and they say cancer care is $196,250. And then they have event travel, and the rest of that gets pumped in. Event travel is $66,851, documentary film $25,018, website $23,932, merchandise $21,364. And I'm not sure what that has to do with programs and services for providing cancer care. So I think they're very evasive, and it would be interesting to see if most of that $400,000 doesn't go to that trip. But they're not telling the federal government and breaking it down either.